What's the most niche fact about table tennis you learned in the making of this film?
I didn't learn anything about table tennis.
All right, that's honest.
I just watched you play it. You were very impressive, but I learned no facts.
I love an honest Gwyneth. What's up, Vogue? This is Timothée Chalamet.
And I'm Gwyneth Paltrow, and this is Off the Cuff.
Okay, round one, icebreakers. What's an interesting fact you learned recently?
I learned recently that tomatoes have more DNA than human beings.
How'd you learn that?
I think because I was planting heirloom tomatoes and I started to read about tomatoes. And that's what it said.
I would not have guessed that at all.
What's the last movie you watched?
It might have been Tron Legacy on the flight back from Abu Dhabi with Jeff Bridges and Garrett Hedlund and Olivia Wilde.
Wow, never heard of it.
Great Daft Punk score.
Oh, cool.
Okay. What was the first album you bought?
Ooh, the Go-Go's first album, which was called, I can't remember, but it had Our Lips Are Sealed on it. Are you a Go-Go's fan? No, this is a lot, yeah.
That's the first time you bought with your own money? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the first album you got just in life?
Maybe Michael Jackson?
Bad?
No, honey.
I don't know.
Bad.
Is that later or early?
Let's skip to the next question.
All right.
What is your go-to song that you sing in the car?
Probably like,
Do you go musical? Do you go R&B? Do you go rap?
these days it's been Lady by D'Angelo.
Oh,
Beast D'Angelo.
okay. When I want to sing, I usually put on Bonnie Raitt.
Who?
Bonnie Raitt.
I probably, no, I don't know.
She's an amazing, like, kind of Americana singer, and she has the most beautiful voice. I'll text you a song.
Do you know Weyes Blood?
Who?
Weyes Blood?
What's
She's
that?
kind of like in the Lana Del Rey world a little bit. That's like Americana. She did a voice on Marty Supreme. She like did some of the background vocals. But I'm gonna check out
Bonnie Raitt. And I'm gonna check out
Weyes Blood.
Weyes Blood.
When is the last time you caused chaos by accident?
I think that should be a question for you. Except it wouldn't be by accident, would it? Oh, remember when you went to the Timothée Chalamet lookalike contest?
Yep, that was.
But maybe
that
that's
was on
not by
purpose.
accident.
That was on
yeah.
purpose.
I'm trying to think when I caused chaos. I mean, under what circumstance would I cause chaos? I made a terrible dinner the other night by accident.
What was on the menu?
Well, it was like just supposed to be roast chicken, and I totally biffed it.
That sounds simple though.
I know, exactly. I was doing like a wardrobe fitting for all this press and everything. You're supposed to put it in at room temperature, and I put it in cold, and it made it kind of rubbery.
How did it come out badly? Oh, rubbery. Okay.
Wasn't
like
good.
undercooked?
No, just like the texture was
it was
weird.
Like, okay. All right.
And that was chaos to me. Round two, getting personal. Oh.
What is the funniest moment we have had together? I liked seeing you get a little impatient sometimes because you carried a voice of authority, which was refreshing. Even as one of the lead characters in the movie, I don't feel like I could ever, speak
say
up.
like, guys, what the hell are we doing?
Yeah,
what is taking so long?
And Gwyneth's frustration was guttural.
I think what people don't understand is when you're doing a scene and it's intense, it's like you want to keep going. On this movie in particular, there was a lot of chill.
Darius Ganji, cinematographer, was a legend, and we had a lot of people that were demanding space. And then, the time for us to get tacked on camera would get lost in the cracks a little bit. But you always spoke up. I thought that was great, and that would give me a laugh, because I would go, wow, Gwyneth's got to go home. She got stuff to do.
She
got a helicopter to catch to go to Wildflower Farms.
She does,
Okay.
definitely. Okay, what is your go-to comfort food when you're off set?
It'll be like Southern comfort. Like I pretend like I'm from Baton Rouge or something. I'll have like mac and cheese and fried chicken.
Biscuits and
collard
greens,
okra, and that'll fill me up for 2 days because I'm a thin guy. So
when you're working, are you careful about what you eat?
Yeah, definitely. Increasingly as I get older, I feel like in my early 20s, mid 20s, you can kind of just. Now I'm like now it's like pathetic. I'll have like a cheat night that's not anything crazy, and I'm out. Tell us a little known fact about you.
I have a very raunchy sense of humor that not a lot of people see or hear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could guess that.
What is one thing we disagree on?
I think we have a cordial, respectful relationship.
I mean, we've never had an overt disagreement.
No.
No,
that'd be hilarious.
I think we...
that would be awesome. If on set,
for who?
Just screaming at each other on set, that would be
horrible.
That would help the movie.
I would be traumatized.
That would sell tickets. All right, round three, Marty Supreme, let's see. What was your first day on set like?
My first day was our costume test, but do you think they mean the real first day when we were
Yeah, what was your first shoot day? Was it together?
Oh yeah, you were there.
Yeah, that was your first day?
That was my first day.
That whole play sequence?
That whole play sequence was my first day, which actually was a blessing because I was nervous. And I started in theater, so when I was like, I felt, okay, at least I'm on, on the stage, like it.
That's an interesting one to start with. You started pretending you were in a play.
Yeah.
And were you happy to be there, or did you have any buyer's remorse or accepting
I was
remorse?
so happy to be there. I felt nervous, but then very quickly I was like, oh, this is fun. Like we're blocking a play, and there's a lot of sort of freedom. Like I was like, where do I stand? And he's like, fuck that, just whatever. And I was like, oh my God. That kind of freedom was exhilarating, but also a little scary. And then that was that hilarious part where you came out and did the.
That was so fun.
That was where I laughed. I broke a few times during that.
That whole
scene.
play would make me laugh.
That
when
play.
you guys did it, and
So
Fred
crazy.
was amazing. Your co-star. But did you have a moment where you went back in your trailer and you looked at the mirror and you went, "I'm back, baby"?
No.
Okay.
I did not do that.
Okay.
No.
I would have done that.
What's something unexpected you did to prepare for your role in Marty Supreme?
A lot of videos of watching giraffes. They have a certain elongated posture and way of.
Is this a true story?
Yeah. I mean, if you really watch the movie closely, you'll see that there are moments, mid-scene where I'll elongate. I'm serious.
What's the connection between, why were you personifying a giraffe?
Because that's the original logo on any ITTF World Championship balls. Always had a giraffe on them, and then there's only a recent thing where they took all the giraffes off. How involved are you in selecting your
Am I being punked?
How involved are you in selecting your character's wardrobe?
I would say the regular amount. I love clothes. I love costumes. And I do feel like the costumes are sort of at least part of the battle. I love to really feel like I'm inhabiting the character when I'm in
But you had
costume.
amazing costumes in this, right?
Incredible.
And Miyako was great, right?
Miyako was unbelievable. Yeah. It was basically like we just looked through a lot of pictures and then we tried on like a million vintage different suits and then we just talked about it. But she is just so extraordinarily talented.
Yeah, hugely.
Which one of Marty's fits was your favorite? What does that mean?
Fits? Come on, Gwyneth, you know that.
Fits? Like outfits?
It's an acronym.
What is it?
You know fits.
I don't.
My favorite Marty Supreme outfit was the mint.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
What's the acronym of fit?
It's like, I can't tell you if there's a initiation.
Next question.
No. My favorite Marty Supreme outfit was the fresh mint short sleeve tee, sweater like so over it. Very fresh.
What did you wear that in? What scene?
That's in the lunch sequence with Kevin O'Leary in Paris. That was one of my first days shooting, and I was still walking around outside with, Josh would fuck up my eyes to put real glasses on them, and I was walking outside in New York, I really couldn't see a thing.
But at least you had a good outfit on.
I had a good outfit.
Or a good fit, excuse me.
Come on, lock it in.
What is this look from?
That's, it's like embarrassing to know so quickly. It was like a pre-SAG Awards party. I was like 16 or 17. I got tomato sauce on my face in that picture because I didn't know there was gonna be any pictures. So I literally have like tomato sauce on my, there you go. If you look closely, yeah, I got tomato sauce on the left side of my face there. And this one?
Oh, I know what that is. In fact, I still have that. That is from, I went to a premiere.
I feel like I've seen this.
Oh, that's very 90s, yeah.
This is a Pinterest favorite right here. Do you ever feel like, wow, I am representative of the coolest generation in Hollywood and all that?
I don't generally think that, but.
You don't look in the mirror and go, I'm back, baby. No.
Do you?
I think we're slacking. You guys were all killing it.
The 90s we had a good vibe going.
Unbelievable.
It was fun.
Do you feel like it's hard for things not to feel referential now?
Yes, extremely.
I wonder why that is.
Because I've seen everything before.
There you go. Did you get a Converse idea from someone? No.
No, I was my own stylist. There were no stylists back then. You know, yeah.
Super fresh.
Like when I would do a red carpet, I would literally get lookbooks from designers and go through and pick out stuff. And it was fun. It was like very lo-fi. And I think it was so you could really express your style. Very Gen X, It's like we're too cool to try that hard. That was sort of the vibe. Right. What about this?
Huh.
Oh, I know who this is.
Oh, is that Marty Reisman?
It is.
Okay. Marty Reisman, what a cool guy. Damn, fresh. Okay, and finally, this one.
Oh!
You know who this is.
It's Kevin.
This is Kevin.
Yeah. And his dual watches.
Dual watches.
Wait, can you remind me why his character wore 2 watches?
Because he wears 2 watches. He just wanted, and those were like his personal watches in the movie. And as he said to me, if these make it in the movie, they're gonna go up in value.
Oh yeah, because he's a collector.
He's a collector. Okay, round 4, lightning round. Read receipts, on or off?
Off.
Off, yeah.
Like
Same.
where it says red under
Yeah.
text? No.
Yeah.
What about you?
Off.
Off.
That's an interesting psychological profile when people do that. And it's not the same type of person. There's a variety of person.
This is supposed to be a lightning round.
Cool, let's go.
Script or improv?
Both. Now or later?
Like the candy?
Later. Oh my God, later candy. Wow.
Later.
Cool.
Later. Text or call?
Call.
Ah, old-fashioned.
Sweet or savory?
Savory. Never or forever?
Forever.
Oh.
New York or LA? Ooh, tough,
New
tough,
York.
tough. Damn. No,
What about you?
No loyalty. New York. New
Yeah,
York.
so what?
Yeah. No, but aren't you?
I grew up in New York.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. I was born here, but I mostly grew up in New York.
See, I think of the Architectural Digest. I think of the House Tour, Queen of California.
Oh, last one.
Okay.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, like the Jim Carrey film.
He's a go-getter, guys.
Yes, exactly.
Vogue, thank you for
Thanks for having us, Vogue. See you next time.